Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria and I talk all things money on this channel, and for today we'll be stuffing $400 into our wallets and various binders for the first paycheck of September 2025. And so without further ado, let's just get started. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the channel. I hope that you guys like the video coming on. My apologies if my energy is a little bit lower than the usual. The first reason being that I'm actually with somebody in my surroundings, and so it's a little bit, not aqua taco, but because the person doesn't care if I do my filming or whatever. But as a content creator, you'll understand, like, it's just weird when people are possibly hearing or they seeing you or whatever. You just don't act the same. And two, just with everything going on around the world, by the time that you guys see this, it might be like 2 weeks after I film, just based on like how things are aligning and whatnot. But on the day of filming, I'm filming currently on September 13th, so just a lot has been going on in the past couple of weeks, both in the US and Canada and just the world in general for the past couple of years. And so it's just a lot. And so let's just go ahead and get started. But I did just want to say that because, well, yeah, there's just a lot going on. So I did take out $400 for today's stuffing, although this is the $50 that's going to be going into our savings challenge binder in a different video. So I'm just going to set that off to the side. And to get started, as usual, we're just going to count our money, put it in our beautiful tray by Savings with Grace. Let me just get this little flake out of there. And just want to welcome everybody who has not been a part of the channel before. Like I said before, my name is Maria and I'm happy that you guys are here today watching me just to see what's going on with this cash budget and stuff like that. But yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, whether it's your first time or not the first time that you guys are watching. I super appreciate your support. And if you like the video, even if you don't like it, thumbs up doesn't hurt anybody. And be the first to hype up the video. Apparently there's a new feature. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I know it does give points to the person who hypes up the video, whatever that means. If only you can redeem it for other things. But anyways, hype up the video if you haven't done so already. Be the first to do so, and nobody else can give that little, everybody else can comment if you comment, but nobody can hype up the video if you do. So make sure that you do that. And yeah, besides that, I hope that you guys like the video. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so already, and you're a returning viewer, or if you're a new face around here and you want to see what's up in the future. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and just move this cash tray off to the side here. Let's go ahead and count. I'm not sure where my money is facing the different directions. Fun fact, I had to quickly condense all my bills earlier because the two banks that I went to did not offer 100s and they didn't offer 10s either. So these 10s I actually had to like check in my binders to see, because I only had like literally 50s and 5s. Not fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and count. So for today, like I said, it's 400 total. Let's go ahead and start with the 50s. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. And then we have, so that was 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350. And so we have 360, 70, 80, 90, 400. So that is indeed the count that we got for today. I wish we had more of the tray used, but it is what it is. So actually, let me roll this down so you guys can see a little bit more of the actual bills that I have here, like that. Cool. And yeah, let's just go. You guys can't even see that much. I do have my markers here ready to be used for the different binders and the wallets that we have. I have my mouse here on the side and my water because she yaps a lot, although today might not be like a super yappy video, but just in case, you got to be prepared. And also, well, gotta hydrate either way. So shout out to the nails, painted them just yesterday, I think, so no naked nubs today. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Not even gonna bother asking how you guys are in terms of, like, not that I don't care, but there's just so many things going on that we have going on in the world that I don't want to re-trigger some of the thoughts that we've been going through and such. But anyways, I hope that nonetheless you guys are doing well. Tell me how you guys are doing in terms of your goals for 2025 or for September. By the time that you guys see this, again, it might be like quite late. I hope that I can get this out to you guys decent time. But anyways, get started with my wallet. As you guys know, I always open this up backwards. I have to remind myself that, like, where the buckle is, that's where I have to like make a face. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with groceries. So for groceries, it is gonna be getting $260. I was supposed to do that in an 100 and a mixture of 50s and 20s, but because like literally all the ATMs that I went to today and by all I mean 2 of them. I think I have to only go to one particular bank because they offer 10s and they also offer like other bills. The 2 banks that I went to today were CIBC and TD, and for whatever reason both of them were only carrying 50s and 20s, so I'm just like, what's going on? Anyways, so because I didn't have a 100, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the extra 100 in the 50s, and then I was gonna do 2 50s anyways, so that is $200, and then I'm gonna do 3 20s, so that's that. So for groceries, we're gonna be doing 50, 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60. And if you guys already know, I did set up my wallet at the beginning of the year with these little different tabs. And for this tab, actually, which is a zipper pouch, I actually used to have like my charity or my blessings coins in here. So whenever I would find like whether a person who didn't have a home, I don't like saying homeless, but anyways, somebody who seemed, you know, out in the streets or whatever, I would just grab quarters or loonies or toonies in here and then just give it to them. But because I moved my groceries tab over to this side, whenever I get change, especially since I'm paying cash nowadays with my groceries, I will be keeping the change in here. It makes it a little bit easier to find. And then the change that I have specifically for for charity, or I guess blessing other people on the street, I did just put over here, so you guys can kind of see that there. And these tabs, along with the wallet itself, it is from Little Potato Saver. Comes in like a corally pink salmon color, comes in this beautiful blue, and it comes in black. I just got the blue because I already had a black wallet. Groceries is done, and actually I believe that's everything in the wallet. And another thing, I'm still getting used to like the whole cash specific budgeting for like my numbers and stuff. Sometimes I find it really difficult to like, I get paid on by, what's it called, like 2 times a month basis. In Spanish we call it quincenal, so on the 15th or in the last day of the month, or on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And so I've been kind of finding it hard because I'm not like a weekly budgeter, because I don't get paid every week. The groceries specifically, I run out of that super fast. I don't know if I just have to up my grocery budget or if I have to implement other methods. I don't know if like super stuff groceries for like the month, make sure that's dealt with, like my average monthly spending of the grocery budget a month, just stuff it all in one, and then if I have it, then great, and then if I have leftover, even better, instead of going like every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'll have to see what I do with that. However, I do have digital platforms that, because of the circumstances I'm going through right now, I do have like digital banks, and majority of them I do have like a lot of checking accounts or like cash accounts, like little buckets, kind of like in the United States they have the Ally bucket system for the different accounts that you want to save for, but like you want to separate the money and such. I do have that one particular account with Wealthsimple. I do have my checking account with groceries, so any extra grocery money, because it is cashback and it does accrue interest, I like keeping some in there. But because I want to be able to tangibly see how much money I have to give on a grocery run, that's why I keep majority of it in my wallet, because as much as that gives me cash back, seeing how much I have left is a good thing too. So anyways, that's it for my wallet and for my little ramble. Let's move on to the next binder, or to the first binder I should say. So this is my family binder. Some of these things will be changing pretty soon just because I am waiting for some binders to arrive, and yeah, looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and give her a cutesy look. There we go. This is a picture of my husband and I when we first started dating, but I do want to cut it up and like divide these pictures into like different binders and such. So for now she's peeking there because it's the binder that I go into the most. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to first be stuffing my brother. Let's take out the tracker and the money. So for my brother, he will be getting a 10. Let's just go ahead and put that in. Let's mark off a 2 and an 8, as you guys can see there. Hopefully you guys were able to see. Yeah, I think so. I just have to get adjusted a little bit with the camera. So let's go ahead and leave that there. So while that dries, my brother has a total of 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Cool, right? 1, 2, plus 10. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's put this here, tracker behind, and yeah. How are y'all doing with your Christmas savings? Christmas is literally right around the corner. If you think about it too long, you'll already miss it. How's that going? Because I know that's the one that's a little bit tricky. We will be getting to the Christmas binder, or the Christmas envelope, a little bit later today. Let's go ahead and worry about that a little bit later. Now we're taking out for my husband. So my husband, as I've explained in different videos, he did have a 40 scratched off, but that wasn't in the budget back in the day. So that's still like scratch and staying unscratched, or scratch I suppose, without me moving to another circle until I catch up to that 40. For now, my husband will be getting a 10. So right now 10. Man, these trip me out all the time. If I count in my head, I'm fine. If I count out loud while filming, game over. So 10, 15, 20. So my husband has the 20 there. So $20 more until I can possibly scratch off a new little circle here for the scratch off challenge. My mom, same thing. She will be getting $10. She does have a little thing right here. So let me add the money before I forget. And let's mark off another $10 circle. This is from the Mean Girls collaboration that 6 collaborators worked on together. So I believe this is Angie's Finance. This is her take on the savings challenge. Each one of them would save $100, and it was 6 creators. So if you did all of them, you would save up at the end of it all $600. So that's that. And my mom, just for counting purposes, she does have 20 in there. Majority of you guys may wonder what I use these funds for. So this is savings that I have mainly for like gifts and stuff, or like things that I want to get for these people. But sometimes I do actually, let's say that my mom pays for something for my daughter. That's a responsibility on my end. But let's say that she, obviously my mom and my brother and whoever is a family member of my daughter, they may pay for some things for her, but sometimes if it's a little bit higher than their budget, I will pay them back sometimes with this money as well, just because it is allocated to that person anyways. So that's sometimes what I do here and there. Cool. Next we have, why do I always keep this one open? Next I do have my daughter, which as you guys can tell, there's no money in here. LOL. Given the example, my mom did pay for my daughter's swimming lessons, and that was a little bit higher than the budget that she was able to do. So the $25 that was in here from last time that we stuffed this, this has been taken out to pay my mom. So that's that. And then because we did finish the challenge that was here before, I did pick out this new tracker. This is from Angie's Finance. It's just a tropical mini savings for like summertime. Since my daughter's born in the summer, I figured like this would be a cute little quick $100 to fill. So let's go ahead. Each symbol I put to be $10. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 10. Let me put that in there. And in terms of coloring, my daughter does love coloring, so let me actually get her crayons, make it a little bit more colorful. All right, so shout out to my daughter for providing these crayons for me today. She's sleeping, so I will thank her after the fact. Let's go ahead and move the stuff over. Let's go ahead and just do, actually let's do this little cute palm tree, just because I do have the green and the orange. I think I actually have brown for the trunk, so let me check that. Let me check her inventory. Yes, she does. So let me go ahead and put these crayons back. There we go. And put this back. And I believe that's the only challenge that I have that's on paper, and I'll be actually like coloring in like that. I didn't want to do something simple with just one color and the markers. So there's that. So, and I guess I should, you know what, I'm gonna do 2 rounds. So I'm gonna color each symbol, and then I'm gonna check off the circle beside it. So this would be a total of $20 by the time that I go around twice. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Money's already in here, right? Yes. And because this is on crayon and it's not gonna transfer over to the envelope, I think I should be fine to just leave it like that. Cool. And next we have my stepson here. So my stepson's birthday, as I said in another video, his birthday is coming up. So I'm just trying to bulk this up a little bit to make life easier when it comes to gift getting. And so that's that. Each one of these little symbols, so he has a total of 40. And each one of the symbols that I have here is actually 20. So, okay, be right back. Let me get, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and mark it with these ones. So, whoa, that was terrible coloring. Not the cutest little fire, but gets the job done. All right, and I believe, looking at my little sheet here, no, this is not everything for this binder. I'm gonna go ahead and go back here for emergency. And in emergency, we're going to be stuffing $20. So let's get out the money. Let me just put it here. And then each one of these symbols is $10 for a total of 350 savings once you are done filling this in. So let me just go ahead and color this in. Okay. While I let that dry, I don't think, of course, pen on my thing. So I don't think I put in the money. No, I didn't, because it should be my last 20. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this money in here. And so emergency now should have 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60, which should be right. Cool. And then for y'all who are wondering, I do have a savings account for emergency savings in general, which is in the bank, accruing high interest. But this is just money that I want to have quickly at hand should an emergency happen that, you know, you don't have time to go to the bank. Because when it's an emergency, you know, it's an emergency. So just want to have that at hand. And I believe that is everything. Yeah, that's everything for this binder. So let's go ahead and close her up. Cool, and let's go ahead to our new binder. We're actually going to be skipping my personal binder today and going right into celebrations and what is this binder? Celebrations and binder. Celebrations and travel binder. And I should have, yeah, just 2 things that I'm stuffing into this one. We're going to go to gifts and birthdays. And this can also go towards other people's birthdays that can contribute to my stepson, as usual. So this is another one of the Mean Girl collaborations, adding $10 in here for a total of $30. And for this one, I do use the red marker. And for this one, we'll be doing just another star. I'm not sure where I have to think about that. But I just want to do that. Cool. And this part of the tracker collaboration is from, what's this from? The Remarkable Dollar. Her and the Millennial Dollar, for whatever reason, I always stutter when I say their handles. Not sure why. I guess all the dollars are very popular, and therefore they stumble me. And then the only other thing that we have left here, we're gonna go to Christmas. And you guys do see that I only have 1 bill left, which is correct. I do want to actually finish stuffing Christmas today, at least this part of the tracker. This is from the Millennial Dollar, from Melina. It is Get and Lose Your We're Going Shopping. I did calculate the totals for the ones remaining, and it is 50, which would be a total of $100 anyways for the tracker. So let me go ahead and mark off the 22, mark off the 12, and the 16. So that should be a total of 50. And so in here, when I add the 50, it should be a total of 100. So let's see, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. Sweet. So this is great because yeah, $100 that I don't have to think about for Christmas. It's already taken care of and done. So now let me actually put these markers away and I'm finished with it. So yeah, this is it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put in the back. I did this with my daughter's tracker, so I'm actually gonna write with Sharpie completed, and I'm gonna put the total $100. And today's date is September 13th, 2025. So I saved $100, and this is just to, in case I ever want to use the tracker again, I know how much I saved and when I did. Although the tracker amount doesn't change, it's just to know when I did it the last time. And so yeah, that'll be fun. And given that, I will be putting this into my personal binder because I am keeping my completed binder, sorry, my completed trackers in there. But for now, let's go ahead and actually go into my savings challenge tracker, I guess, keep. And because this is for Christmas, I know exactly which one I want to take out, just because I got this as a freebie from an order that I got from Little Potato Saver. Whoops, sorry for the camera shaking a lot. This from Little Potato Saver. When I ordered her like her wallet and stuff like that in my initial order with her, she did give me this as a freebie. Super cute. And I love that every denomination is a multiple of 5, because you know, us in Canada, we don't have $1 bills, so it makes it a little bit harder when it's like 12, 13, or like 24, stuff like that, unless you round. But then it's not accurate. So anyways, yeah, just gonna put this in here. I'm gonna continue saving my yeah, my money for Christmas. And this $100, at some point it'll be going to the bank so I can accrue interest in a high interest savings account instead of it just being here in cash, not gaining anything for me. So because Christmas is 3 months away, it should be a little bit easier to see the savings grow. But yeah, besides that, let me take a sip of water because I haven't drank anything. But yeah guys, that's basically it for this video. Stay tuned for this $50 that I have in here that will be going into the savings challenge binder. But for now, that's basically it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and found it beneficial in some way, whether you learned something or you like seeing cash counting because you're into that kind of ASMR stuff, or if you just simply, I don't know, enjoy my voice, my persona, etc. I hope that you guys liked the video already. Hype it up if you haven't done so, if somebody else hasn't gone to it already. And if you're looking forward to staying tuned as to when I do a future video or whatever it is in the future, please let me know downstairs in the comments what you'd like to see. But also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Not only will it make me happy, but it will also help the channel grow and suggest it to other people. And besides that, guys, with everything going on in the world, I pray for your guys' safety, health, and just wellness overall. I hope that you guys are doing well. Let me leave you guys off with the verse of the day, which I'll leave right about here. And I hope that this touches in your life in whatever way it is that God is trying to reveal himself to you. I hope that you guys learn to trust him with all of your ups, your downs, and everything. Celebrate all your glories with him because the glory is all his. Give all your problems to him because he has defeated all of the world's problems already. And yeah, just trust in him. And I hope that you guys stay safe out there and continue growing in your faith. And besides that, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, like I said once again. And until the next time, God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.